From Hollywood, it's Motown Night.
Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Mackenzie. This video is week 3 of Dance with the Stars, and tonight's Dance with the Stars episode is Motown Night, and I'm so excited, so let's get right on into the video. Okay, so starting with opening number, in my opinion, I feel like this was the best opening number yet. The costumes were so good, the makeup is so good, the hair is so good. The costume department did amazing. It was so good. It looked like we were right back into Motown. Everything looked very much like a musical, like straight out of a movie. It was so good. And the opening numbers always just never disappoints. The pros are so good at what they do. I really liked how they introduced the stars in this opening number. They kind of paved a way and then had the stars come down the center. I thought that was really awesome, a really fun way to change things up. Also, Michael Strahan is here to guest judge, so there will be 4 judges, so all of the scores will be out of 40 instead of 30 like the past weeks. Let's get right on into it with Barry and Peta. So they did a tango to a classic Temptation song, and it actually showed in the package that the Brady Bunch kids and family and cast got to meet the Jackson 5 when they were younger, so that's really, really cool. It's always fun when the stars can actually relate because, you know, they were a part of that decade. Look out, baby, 'cause here I go. I always love watching Barry dance. I feel like he just brings so much joy. He's so precious. I say this every week, but he just really is such a joy to watch. Now let's get to what the judges said. Derek and Bruno said he came back better than ever. He just has to work on his consistency with his framework. Ariana said he has so much confidence and sparkle that he adds to the dance floor, and he's just so great. And he got a 25 out of 40, all 6s and 1 7 from Michael Strahan. Next couple is Lele Pons and Brandon, and they did a cha-cha, so I feel like she came out ready to go. She looks amazing. The only thing I will say before we get to what the judges said, I feel like she lacked a little bit of balance, a little bit of, what did I say, coordination in this one. Definitely was probably her worst dance yet, which is sad because we know she can come out fiery, so that's always frustrating when someone has the talent and it's there and you know they can do great because they always do, and they just have, you know, one of those dances that just don't come across the best. But Michael did say it was sexy and strong. Bruno said she's a Latin firecracker. Ariana said to just focus on extending through the movements and control. Derek said he could feel her nerves while dancing, which is new for her because, like I said, she always comes out on fire and really just nails everything she does. And she got a 27 out of 40, which is all 7s and 1 6 from Derek. Next couple is Mauricio and Emma, and they are doing a foxtrot. So this week was so important because he really had to redeem himself from last week because, as we talked about, he missed a full steps. I feel like he missed a few steps and it really knocked down his scores. This week he totally redeemed himself tonight. Like, he came out ready to prove that he's not ready to go home. That was just a mess up. He can be so much better. Ariana even said, like, I get why it was so frustrating because you really are a good dancer. This was definitely his best dance yet. Like, he looked really, really comfortable, really set in his dance, and just really comfortable, like I said. I also want to note that Emma's hair looks so good. The whole hair team tonight did amazing, amazing. Ariana said he was elegant and suave. Derek said a massive improvement. Michael said he commends him for having such a comeback as he did for, you know, have missing so many steps in the last dance. Like, that's really, really nerve-wracking. Okay, this is where it gets a little weird because he got a 23 out of 40. but he got mainly positive comments, so that's kind of crazy. Like, okay, Carrie-Anne gave him a 7. Carrie-Anne gave him a 7. Derek gave him a 5. Michael gave him a 6. And Bruno gave him a 5. Really confused.com, as Emma said. She said, I'm confused.com. Their reactions were genuinely shocked. Everyone was shocked. Like on the Skybox, I feel like everyone was shocked. Julianne Hough was shocked. That was weird. I don't really know what happened there because I could have like, how do you get a 7 and a 5? I don't really get it. I feel like if you get a 7, you shouldn't be getting 5s. That was a weird dynamic of the judges and what they saw because it was a total different scoring range, but he got a 23 out of 40. Next couple is Jason and Daniela, and they're doing a jive. I had such high hopes for this one because he is great. He comes out and just nails it. Like he was such an underdog in my mind. He was a dark horse because I just didn't really think of him as a dancer. Now I do. I guess it does make sense because when you're a musician, you know, you feel the music and you're a musician for a reason. So dancing and music do go hand in hand, but we've seen stars who don't really, even though they're really good at music, really good at songwriting, singing, no beats and everything, that doesn't really convert over to dancing as well. And to him, it really did. And his dad, he also said his dad got him into Motown when he was younger, so he was dedicating this dance to his dad. He was in the audience, so that was always fun. And I just feel like that was one of the best dances of the season so far. Like he just really is so cool to watch and such a main one to watch. Like he hopefully is going to be in the Final Four. He deserves to be in the semifinals, so I hope he is. Carrie-Anne said brilliant and on fire. Michael said to be able to do dance as good as you do music is amazing. Bruno said he is a triple threat. It's like watching a scene in a movie right out of a musical. It was just so good. Such a multi-talented person. And he got a 34 out of 40, 2 9s from Carrie-Anne and Michael, and he got an 8 from Derek and Bruno. Next couple is Allison and Sasha, and they're doing a foxtrot to Ain't No Mountain High. This is really precious and cute story. She dedicated this song and this dance to her kids who were in the audience. She sings this song for them, and it kind of symbolizes, like, as a mom, there's nothing that will ever keep you from your kids, from protecting them. Nothing will ever separate you from your kids. I really loved how they incorporated the canoe at the beginning. Derek said that he kind of took away from the dancing. They kind of stayed in the canoe too long than what he would like. All the judges spoke on her confidence and said it has risen a lot, just to work on her shoulders. Michael said a perfect song as she continues to climb the mountain, and she got all 6s for a 24 out of 40. Next couple is Tyson Beckford and Jenna. They did a foxtrot. In the package, Tyson talks about how he was neighbors with Stevie Wonder himself and casually goes over there for dinners. And I was like, oh, nice. Put that in your 2 truths and a lie. I feel like, and I've said this from the beginning, just to work on his grace a little bit, but that just comes with being an athlete. Wait, he's not the athlete. He's the model. Never mind, but he still needs to work on his grace. I feel like it was entertaining, it was spicy, and I love how lively he is. I feel like he's coming truly into himself as he's dancing, so I think that's really cool. Michael said he didn't think it was going to be as smooth as it was, and he commends him for that. Carrie-Anne and Derek said that they can tell how much fun he has, and his spirit takes him a long way just to work on his technique and his framing. And he got all 5s for 20 out of 30. Charity and Artem did a foxtrot. Artem is back. He no longer has COVID. This was really a good one. So her dad was in the audience. She dedicated My Girl by the Temptations to her dad. They had a sweet moment at the end where they hugged. That was really cute. And I always love the connection stories because it gives the viewer a reason to really root for the dance. And it adds a deeper layer and connection for the viewer, and it's awesome. I feel like she looks amazing. Her hair and outfit and everything looks so great. Her smile, her poise, her connection with Artem. This was definitely her best dance yet. All the judges thought so. She hugged her dad in the audience, like I said. Bruno said that was a gold standard for foxtrot. Carrie-Anne said she took her breath away and she just glided through the movements as a true foxtrot should be. Derek said gorgeous. Michael said you were meant to dance. It was like watching water flow over rocks, which I've never heard that compliment before. If someone told me that, I would literally die, because that's like one of the best comments I've ever heard. And she got all 8s for a 32 out of 40. Next couple is Moria. Her name is not Moria. Next couple is Mera and Gleb. They did a rumba. I really loved the beginning of their dance. It was at a bar scene. He was the bartender, the sexy bartender. Speaking of sexy, the whole routine was very sexy, sensual, and very womanly. She's still stiff and in her head. I hate that because I can see so much potential in her if she would just let that little part of herself go, and that's kind of what all the judges said. They just need that extra energy that she is hiding, because they know she has it and she can be the full package, but there's just this energy that doesn't come out during the dances. Michael did say that it was so seductive and any bartender wouldn't stand a chance if she walked in the bar. She got a 26 out of 40. She got 2 6s from Carrie-Anne and Derek and 2 7s from Michael and Bruno. The next couple is Ariana and Pasha. They did a quick step. This one was extra special. Ariana's dad passed away in 2013, so she dedicated this dance to her dad, who really never got to see a big part of her life, like going on Vanderpump Rules. She says that she grew up on Motown. Her dad would always listen to Motown, and so she's, hoping that he's up there watching her. It's a game of give and take. Derek said her dad would be so proud. It was stunning and effortless. Michael said he loved how every step felt genuine and real, and her facials were so lively. Bruno said she was lively and great, and it was sparkling, and Carrie-Anne actually got up and gave her a hug, and it was just a really, really, really good moment. I love moments like this on the show. It just means more to the dance itself. It's always bigger than the dance and the show itself when it has a deeper meaning, like a loss or a grieving experience of any kind. It's amazing. She got a 38 out of 40. She got 2 9s from Carrie-Anne and Michael and 2 8s from Derek and Bruno. Next couple is Adrien Peterson and Brett. They did a quick step. Adrien has his afro. We love to see it. Adrien's mother loved Jackson 5. He grew up around Jackson 5. I will say his facials just get me, and they're not great. I don't love them. They're not the best ever, in my opinion. Michael said he used to watch him play football, and it's strange watching him now dance, but he does it pretty well in his eyes, in his untrained eye. Bruno said it was very good. Carrie-Anne said he's improving, but a lot of it kind of counteracted that because other things weren't as good. Derek did say it was his best dance so far though, and he projects so much joy, and it is nice to watch him. He did get a 22 out of 40, which is 2 5s from Carrie-Anne and Derek and 2 6s from Michael and Bruno. Next couple is Harry and Riley. They did a foxtrot. I was so nervous because Harry downplays himself on social media so much, and he's like, I'm not gonna do good. And honestly, it's kind of, his last dances kind of lived up to that. Like, it wasn't the best ever. It's not like he came out and just wanted to be, he just wanted a bunch of compliments because he knew he was actually going to be good. This dance actually was good. It seems to me, girl, I've done all I can. He is improving so much. Watching someone improve week by week is almost more entertaining to me and fun to watch than someone just nailing their routine every time. It's just really fun to watch someone's dance journey who has no experience in dance, lacks rhythm, everything under the sun, telling them not to be on the show, and then they come on the show and then they do great. Like Iman Shumpert a few seasons back, he was not a suspected winner, not at all. He was a complete underdog and came out of nowhere and won the whole show. I feel like this was 100% his best dance yet. It was so good. They danced to Easy by the Commodores, which is always just such a good song, and it just flowed. He looked Their chemistry together was amazing. Derek commented on that. Carrie-Anne said he was impressed by his poetry. He kind of moved in a way that felt like poetry, which is such a cool compliment, especially for Harry. Derek loved the chemistry, like I said, but should just work on the timing because he just notices it because he's a professional and he'll notice all the things. Michael said he brought his hips out of the ice age. Bruno said it was so charming. He just has to work on his musicality. And then his scores were kind of all over the place. He got a 24 out of 40. Carrie-Anne and Bruno had a 6. Michael did a 7. And Derek did a 5. So all across the board. But I'm so proud of them. I feel like they, specifically Harry, you know, Riley's gonna come out and nail it. But Harry is improving so much and it's so fun. Also, I'm so proud of Riley too, because if he's improving, Riley must be a great coach. So that's exciting and I love that. Our last and final couple is SOI and Belle, and they did a foxtrot. She, like I say every week, is so fun to watch. I can't wait to watch what she's gonna do. She's so animated, she's so fun, she's entertaining. She has such star power, which would make sense why she's a star. But I just love it. She makes it look so easy. She brings so much joy to the dance floor. Carrie-Anne said she's such a dynamic performer and she's really impressed by their body contact. Derek said a beautiful display of elegance and grace wrapped up in fun and entertainment. Michael said he can tell she's very comfortable in dance. It's refreshing to watch. Bruno said that the musicality and quality was amazing and she got all 8s for a 32 out of 40. Moving on to the final part of the episode, the least favorite part, but the part that has to be, like I said, 1 week closer to the mirror ball, is the bottom 2, which actually was more like the bottom 3 this year. This episode. I don't know why it happened like this. I don't know if they ran out of time and they just couldn't call another one. So for some reason it was the bottom 3. I think it was just happened to be the last 3 standing there. I don't know why, but it was Harry and Riley, which was very shocking, Tyson and Emma, and Allison and Sasha. And so they announced just the one who was going home. That's what makes me think maybe the time was running out or something was happening. The couple that was sent home tonight was Tyson and Jenna. I'm actually really sad to say bye to Tyson and Jenna. I thought for sure the bottom 2, the one going home, was going to be Adrien Peterson, just because he was bottom 2 with Jamie Lynn last week, and like I said, he's not a fan favorite, so I thought he was going to go home. Usually if you're in the bottom 2, it's kind of like your odds are more to be in the bottom 2 more frequently. So yeah, I was surprised by that. Tyson kind of came out of nowhere. I feel bad. I feel like he really enjoyed himself. At least he had a really good fun dance experience, and I feel like he had a really good journey, you know, the 3 weeks that he had. But yeah, that's it for the Dance with the Stars week 3 Motown night. Stay tuned for next week, Disney's 100 night. I'm so excited. I love Disney night. I love the costumes. I love guessing what each couple's gonna be. I just love the feeling of Disney. It's so magical and comforting and warm and fuzzy. I love it. It's like Christmas morning. With all that being said, today's subscriber shout out goes to Miss JA3184. Thank you so much for subscribing. You've been commenting on my recent videos and I really love interacting with you in your comments, and I look forward to your next comment on this one. And yeah, we can go back and forth. I love that you love Dance with the Stars, and being on this journey with me means so much. So thank you so much. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more content. And I'll see you guys in next week's video. Bye guys. Easy like Sunday morning.